Okay, guys, for those of you that haven't seen episode 7 in season 6 of Game of Thrones, spoiler alert, leave now because I ain't holding back. This episode saw a big return, a huge return. Kind of predictable as far as I'm concerned. I haven't heard much about this character for a little while, but in the back of our minds, we knew that he'd make a return. So the episode kicks off with what we see some peaceful village type people building some sort of tower of some type, and several villagers just carrying around logs and stuff, and it kind of cuts to this guy who kind of looks familiar from behind, carrying a huge log on his own. It takes, I mean, if you check out these other villages, it takes like 3 or 4 people to carry one of these logs. So this person here must be extremely strong. This man must be a very strong man, and it isn't long before he drops the log, and he is revealed to be none other than the Hound. So Mr. Clegane is back, baby. The Hound is back. Now, I saw this one coming from a mile away. I knew as soon, after his fight with Brienne, I just absolutely knew that he was going to be back. I knew there's no chance he could be dead. Even though he was as good as dead, I just knew the Hound is too goddamn strong, too goddamn hard to kill, and he said it himself in this episode, he's just too goddamn hard to kill. So I knew that he'd be back. He wasn't mentioned for a while, even in group discussions at work. Like after I see Game of Thrones, I go back to my work little Game of Thrones community there. We sort of always have a chat about what's just happened, and some people that haven't seen the episode on the day are like, shut up, I don't want to hear about it. But, you know, I'm sure we've all gone through that sort of stuff. But the Hound, long story short, the Hound has never been mentioned in my group discussions at work or with friends in friend groups. So it's just, yeah, I don't know. I think everyone was just assuming he'd be back anyway. So the next shot we see Jon Snow, who's trying to build an army with Sansa to reclaim Winterfell, and over here he's talking to Lady Mormont, or the new Lady Mormont, because the original Mormont was killed. Now this was an awesome part of the episode as well. This little Lady Mormont, she was an absolute vicious, ferocious young lady. I couldn't believe it. She just pretty much, Jon Snow couldn't really say anything, and neither could Sansa until Sir Davos had to intervene. So this was a good scene. I really liked little Lady Mormont. Bronn, obviously one of my favourite characters. I don't know what you guys think of Bronn, but I love this guy. Just looking at him makes me laugh. His one-liners are fantastic, and I think the actor absolutely brings the character to life. If it was anyone else playing Bronn, I don't think the character would be as interesting or anywhere near as good as what he is. But yeah, his one-liners are amazing. And it's good to see him paired up with Jaime Lannister again. I liked sort of odd pair-ups in Game of Thrones. You know, I love seeing the Hound and Arya. It's Bronn and Jaime Lannister, and it always mixes it up as well. You had Podrick and Brienne. There's always different people grouping up. So this is one of my favourite two-up teams, Bronn and Jaime Lannister. The chemistry there is just great. You know, Bronn's one-liners, and then Jaime's now new sort of serious, stern look on life after he lost his hand. And obviously, Jaime Lannister is sent to claim back Riverrun. Well, not obviously for those of you that haven't seen the episode, but if you're watching this, I'm assuming you have, because you wouldn't want to hear this if you didn't see the episode. So Jaime's sent to take back Riverrun from Brynden the Blackfish, so Catelyn Stark's uncle. Now, I think there's going to be a big showdown with these two. This is awesome. I really like what's happening here. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't see Jaime Lannister dying. I think he will probably end up killing Brynden the Blackfish, or maybe Bronn will kill him. That's my prediction. But I don't see Jaime Lannister dying, and I kind of don't want Brynden the Blackfish to die either, because he's kind of, I mean, so many Starks are dead now. There won't be much left other than Arya, really, and Jon Snow, who's not really a Stark. We're all thinking he's a Targaryen, and we're just waiting for confirmation. But I mean, if Brynden goes, and that's pretty much the end of the Starks as we know it, unless Arya leaves the Faceless Men and something happens there. I don't know. I just hope Brynden the Blackfish doesn't die. I hope something happens there and the Starks live on. moving on to some random pirate town, we've got Yara here, who is getting very comfortable with I don't know, I suppose some sort of pirate stripper, you could call them. But there's boobies. Lots of boobies in this episode, if you guys haven't seen it. And Theon, as you can see there, his head's kind of all down. He doesn't have a penis anymore. It got cut off, so I guess he doesn't like women anymore, or maybe he's too ashamed. I don't know. Either way, he's very uncomfortable. He's like, what are we doing here? Let's get out of here. And Yara's like, some people still like it. You know, she obviously wants to get laid for the night. But anyway, it's going to be interesting to see what happens with Theon and Yara, because now they're on the run, because obviously their uncle is now the Lord of the Iron Islands, so he's building ships for Daenerys. We didn't see him this episode, but it's going to be interesting what happens with Yara and Theon. I don't think they really mentioned where they're going to go from here. Yara's going to get laid for the night, then they're going to keep moving around. I don't know. I don't know where this is going to lead. I have no predictions for Yara and Theon at the moment, but it looks like Theon is going to step up and be some sort of warrior once again, together with Yara. Alright, now, with Arya, I was kind of disappointed with the waif here. She just fell into this trap so easily. Are you serious? What, she didn't see this coming? Everyone friggin' saw this coming. This old woman was obviously the waif disguised with the stupid friggin' face bloody from, you know, that dungeon with all the faces. Everyone could see this coming. I can't believe Arya fell for it, but it looks like she was going to survive. My prediction was that Arya was going to kill the waif pretty much immediately now that she had Needle back. I thought she was going to kill the waif, and I thought that, what's his name, Jaqen H'ghar would appear and say, oh, the lady must know, a girl must know when not to kill and when to kill, and I thought it would be some sort of big test. I thought the whole thing would be a test for Arya and for the waif, and I thought the waif would fail the test because she's obviously very bias, and she's obviously trying, she wants Arya dead. She's not the emotionless assassin that Jaqen H'ghar keeps saying you need to be a faceless man. But I don't know, I just thought Arya would end up killing the waif, but this was just sort of really spun everything out of proportion for me. I don't know what's going to happen next. Obviously, Arya will survive. One of the only Starks left. I don't see her dying. She's going to come back and kill the waif. I just thought it would be this episode, and I thought that Jaqen H'ghar would appear and say, yes, a girl must know when to kill and when not to kill, and blah, blah, blah. I thought it would be a big test, and I thought she'd continue her training with the Faceless Men. A lot of people were thinking that Arya was going to leave the Faceless Men. I thought that she was going to kill the waif, and it would be some sort of big test that she passed and continue her training. I think she will leave the Faceless Men at some stage, but I think she'll be a fully accomplished assassin when that happens. But anyway, this kind of spiraled everything out of my predictions. Unless it happens next week, we'll see what happens. I can't believe Arya fell for this trap. It's just a bit unlike Arya, seriously. Back at the peaceful village where the Hound has found refuge, we have 3 men that arrive of the Brotherhood of the Lord of the Light, and you could sense something bad was about to happen here. I mean, they're asking, what are you doing here? How much food do you have? Or how many horses do you have? The bearded man in the middle there looked the most evil of all. I could tell that they were going to come back with more men and probably slaughter everybody. The Hound knew it. I think the village people knew it. The leader of the village people definitely knew about it, but he refuses to fight. So I just find it funny how they got this far without fighting all these peaceful people, because it's such a ruthless world. Westeros. I couldn't believe that they'd actually got this far. But anyway, as I predicted and as the Hound predicted, they came back and slaughtered everybody while the Hound was chopping wood in the forest, conveniently. So he's the only survivor, and he tried to convince the leader to fight. They need to fight. He knew that they were going to come back and attempt to slaughter everyone and rob them and rape them and whatever, but the leader just wouldn't have any of it. He just wanted to be peaceful and had enough of fighting. He used to fight in the past. He didn't want to fight now, and the Hound kind of just, shrugged it off, and he wasn't surprised either that everyone was slaughtered. So the Hound sort of found a peaceful side of himself, I think. He wasn't really interested in fighting, but I think this is going to spark him back up, and he's going to go and slaughter this Brotherhood. He's going to slaughter everybody, or at least these 3 morons that came and killed everybody. And the episode finishes off with the Hound grabbing the axe, and he's obviously going to go crazy. He's going to either run down or ride down to where the Brotherhood are camping and slaughter them all. So that was pretty much the recap of this episode. I just wanted to Yeah, celebrate the return of the Hound. I think this season, a lot of people don't like this season for some reason because it's predictable or whatever, but I think it's just piecing everything together, and I'm actually really enjoying it. So let's see where this all takes us next week. So if you want to see me talk more Game of Thrones, just give me a thumbs up and let me know. Otherwise, stay tuned to the channel. Don't forget to subscribe. Until next time, people, Bannick13 here, out.